Hello guys. Yeah, today we'll be focusing on the trial examination for 2024 in Mpumalanga. This is question number 4, which is function. So in this question, they say the graph of f of x is equal to negative x squared plus x plus 6 and g of x is equal to 3x plus 10 are drawn below, which you can see. C and D are the x-intercepts of f. A is a point on F and B is a point on G. So now as you can see, B is on G, which is a straight line. Then point A is on F, which is a parabola graph. So now they go on and say such that AB is parallel to the y-axis. If AB is parallel to the y-axis, it means it is perpendicular to the x-axis. So it means it's perpendicular to the x-axis. They say this one is parallel to y-axis. So we label that. Then we go on to the questions. Question number 1 says calculate the coordinates of the turning point of F. So guys, when we are given the equation in the standard form, f of x is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. So when we are given the equation in the standard form, we said in order to get the turning point of the parabola, so we have to say x is equal to minus b over 2a in order to get what? In order to get the x value of the turning point, or rather say you can complete the square and get your formula in turning point form. So, but in a simpler form, we're just gonna do it like this. We get the x turning point first, then we go to the y turning point. So we are given the equation f at x equal to negative x squared. It means the value of b is equal to positive 1, since negative x squared plus x. So it's equal to negative into 1, which is negative 1. Divide by 2. Then the value of a is negative 1 on the equation. Then which is equal to what? Is equal to negative 1 over negative 2 gives us positive 1 over 2. That is our x value. Then now we have to find the y value. In order to find the y value, we will take the x value and substitute on the original equation of f to get the y value. So it's y is equal to, wherever we see x, we're going to put 1 over 2, negative into 1 over 2 squared, then plus 1 over 2 plus 6. So let us solve that one. Then we have 1 over 2 squared is equal to negative 1 over 4. Then plus 1 over 2 plus 6. So you're going to press your calculator. You're going to tell me the answer. But let us just solve it. So we have the common denominator as 8. Then we're going to have negative 2 plus 4 plus 6. So which is equal to negative 2 plus 4, which is 2 over 8. 2 over 8 plus 6. Therefore, the answer is what? Is 1 over 4 plus 6. So 1 over 4 plus 6 is equal to 1 plus 6 times 4, 6, 12, 18, 24. 24 all over 4, which is equal to 25 over 4. So the y value is equal to 25 over 4. Guys, you're just gonna press your calculator for substituting the x value, which is 1 over 2. Rather just doing this complicated stuff. So you're just gonna do a symbol and substitute. Use your calculator to find the answer. So we got that the y value is equal to 1. I'm gonna wrap this whole thing, then write our coordinates down, because we still have to solve more questions on this space. It's too slow, bro. Just gonna wrap the whole thing. Be patient first. Yes. Then we found out that the coordinates of the turning point is 1 over 2 and 1 over 25. I mean 25 over 4. That's what we got. We got 25 over 4. This is our coordinate. Remember, the coordinate consists of a x value and y coordinate. So forms the coordinate. Then now they say calculate the distance of CD. Where's C and where's D? So C is here, which is the x card. Then D is also a x card. So they want us to find it at distance. So I think that is very, very simple. But why do they say 2 marks? Because we still have to work this thing. But let us check it. So to find the coordinates or to find the distance of CD, we can see that CD is a parallel distance, which is a distance which is parallel. I mean, like it's on the x-axis. So when you're solving a distance where it is parallel to the x-axis, so to get the distance of that line or those 2 points, we will say it's right minus x left. So that is how we're solving that question. And if we have a distance, let us say we have a distance like AB, then they say we must find the distance AB. Since AB it is parallel to the y-axis, so this is a vertical line. To find the distance of a vertical line is equal to y at the top minus y at the bottom. That's how we are solving. But this is the formula for horizontal distance. We say x left minus x right. So x right is at D and x left is at C. D is the point on the right and C is the point on the left. That's why we say point D is the x at right. So we have to find the x-intercept of that equation so that we know the x values of C and D to find our distance. So first of all, I have the equation of f. So to find the x-intercept, I'm going to let y be equal to 0. So it means that negative x squared plus x plus 6 is equal to 0. Therefore, I divide by -1 in order to factorize. Divide by -1 to get rid of the negative on the first term. Divide by -1. Therefore, negative cancels -1. Therefore, I am left with x squared minus x, because in positive x divided by -1 is equal to negative x. Therefore, minus 6, which is equal to 0. Therefore, we factorize, open two brackets when you're factorizing on, or we use quadratic formula, guys. So use something which is simple for you. Yeah. Then we have x and x in order to get x squared when we multiply them. Then we have the negative sign here. It means we're going to have negative and positive. We look for the vectors. I hope you guys, you know how to find the vectors when factorizing. So, but if you don't, tell me in the comment section, then I will do a video for you. So x squared minus x minus 6. So, okay, we've got x and minus plus. Therefore, we're going to find the factors of what? Of -6. So when we multiply them, they give us -6. Then when we add them, they must give us what? -1. So that's going to be -3 and +2. That's why I say, if you don't understand that thing, comment below, then I will do a video for you. Therefore, x is equal to 3, or x is equal to -2. So now the question is that which point we got those two x values. Obviously, those two x values we got the x-intercept. So, but now we want to know which x-intercept is for D, which x-intercept is for C. So since D is on the positive x-axis, it means that the positive x value is for D. Then since C is on the negative x-axis, so the negative x value is for C. So now we know this is for D, and this is for C. Remember, we are looking for a distance, and we say when we are finding a distance for horizontal line is x right minus x left. It means now since D is on the right, it's going to be xd minus x at C. So x at D, the distance of CD is equal to xd minus x at C. So we know that x at D is equal to 3 minus, don't remember the x at C is -2. We don't substitute then +2. It's gonna be minus into minus 2. Therefore, it's equal to 3. Negative multiplied by negative is +2, which is equal to 5 units. You write it down in units. Then this is your answer, guys. You're just gonna tell me if you don't understand. Then it means now the distance of CD is equal to 5 units. We know now. We answered the question. Therefore, I'm gonna wrap again in order for us to move on. Yeah. I can wrap this thing in simpler way. Yeah, we're done. So let us go to the next question. Let me do like the thick make with more thicker than black. Yes, let's go to the next question. The next question says, calculate the distance, calculate the vertical distance of AB in terms of x. Obvious guys, so I told you that to calculate the vertical distance, it's gonna be x at y at the top minus y at the bottom. So y at the top is y at B. It's going to be minus y at A, which is y at the bottom. Therefore, since we don't have the y values, so we can write that equation in terms of x. How? We know that y it is represented by f at x, or rather say by g of x. Then if f of x represent y and g of x represent y, so if you can see b is a point on g, and g of x is a y, and g of x is equal to this whole equation. So we know that the distance of AB, and then we write down the distance of AB is going to be equal to y at B, which is y at the top, minus y at A. Then we don't have the actual values for the y coordinates to substitute. So that's why they say you must write it in terms of what? In terms of x. Let me write it here. So we are going to say, we're going to check if G lies on F or G lies on F. I mean, we're going to check if B lies on F or A lies on F. So if B lies on G, then the y value is going to be G of X minus, then A lies on F is going to be minus F of X. Then which is equal to G of X is equal to 3x plus 10 minus into, since we have more than one time, we put it in bracket, guys, don't forget, negative x squared, negative x squared plus x plus 6. Therefore, we close the bracket. Therefore, we move on, we simplify. 3x plus 10, negative multiplied by negative x squared, which is positive x squared. Negative multiplied